A top 25 crash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas offense will go on the attack first. It felt like a victory for all of college football when these two met for the first time since 2011, a game that we called in just last year. Texas showed that resilience, went into Kyle Field, and just as they had done in the previous meeting, they walked out of Aggie land with a W.
Well, Texas ran the football last year. They were dominant up front. When Travion Wisener had a career day with 186 rushing yards. Remember that great Arch Manning run early in the game for a touchdown as well? They were doing it all sorts of ways. And you know, coming into this one, David, they're going to want to get that ground game established.
And you know Coach Elko, who is a physical, tough, defensive-minded coach, the head coach for Texas A&M. He's talking about that. You guys got bludgeoned up front. You got beat down. They got a couple turnovers in the red area. Otherwise, that game would have been even worse. They scored on defense, not on offense. A&M has a lot to prove in this game from what happened last time they faced each other.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Aggies offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him.
Ernie on the Jets. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bussey. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Dropping back, it's Reed. Turns it loose. Snags it inside the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The Aggies have it with a first and goal. He'll keep it himself. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Hand off from the gun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. This is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. And the defense. They've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The give on the counter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking for a man. It's Manning. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's loose. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. To the air on 1st down. Sweet cut there. Makes the grab. It's Bussey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. The give to the tailback. Oh, what a move. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. First score of the game goes up.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Looking down the middle. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the quad, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. That's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away. There he goes! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Carroll. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. To the air. It's Reed. They've got the screen set up. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. In Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. Back to pass, it's Reed. Right on the money. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads.
And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulled and finds his man on the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. From the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the counter.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle flag.
And here's a fumble way behind defense got it. There he goes to the right. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Aggie! They take the lead with the 6.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 6 over the Judicials. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. That's caught. It's Concepcion. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. The give from the gun. It's a running room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slugged down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Back to pass, it's Manning. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And what are they cooking up on 2nd and short? 3 receivers lined up to the left. Power football with the run. Plows through the defense. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Motion from the wideout. Quick release on the RPO. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. From the gun, the ground game. the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carroll. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Back to throw. It's Reed. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. The Aggies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun. Wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it. Couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. And the returner will be brought down. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
They'll run play action. Complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. To the air, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Hines is tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Gets it out fast. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. They boot it away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the catch. It's Bussey.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Snags it on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Longhorns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds a man in the middle. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Manning. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight corners down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
He's got it in the lead. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Huskies performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a ball and knock it free. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Dropping back, it's Reed. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Out of the shotgun on third down. Slithers into space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Running to Green. Did the work himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.